Okay, so yeah, welcome back to, what's this, number 42? We've been doing this for far too fucking long.
Oh,
Tumchi, you was doing the speak, why don't you do a recap?
I'll do the speaks then. Last episode of Aftermath, we went to the Plane of Darkness, to get some cunt's soul back. Found a motherfucking dragon. Damn near got killed by the dragon. A lot. Panicked severely for about 3 hours straight. Eventually killed the dragon, and then some cunt showed up. And yeah. Then it was now.
That sums it up, basically.
I can't tell if you're using some cunt as a noun or an adjective in this sentence.
Noun, I think quite clearly noun.
Yes.
Right. Well, you're not wrong. If by some cunt you mean the floaty wispy bitch, then yes, the floaty wispy bitch is here. As you guys are somewhat stood confusedly in the damp, muddy ground of Tenebria, surrounded by darkness. As the black fog is beginning to slowly make its way back in, the shadow fog, as it's called.
I'm trying to light up as best as I can. It's not much.
Yeah, it's going amazingly. By which I mean, you're like at most you can give out 2 foot plus 2 foot of light.
Hey, that's not very much.
Because it's really fucking dark here.
So
It's nearly as dark as my soul.
now what?
Let's
Yeah,
get
what?
out of here.
Yeah, I guess find some like blob-looking things, and we'll like boop into them and then get back to the realm sea. Maybe, who knows?
Alright then. Might as well try it. I guess. Where do we find them?
Well, we came in about some point, so probably there.
Where was that?
I have no
Do
fucking
you
clue.
know?
You have very little idea. Being that it was a ways walk through a thunderstorm in a plane of existence where you basically couldn't see.
Yeah, I had no point of
Uh.
reference.
Yay.
Wait.
On the upside though, since we can't see, we might be right at the same place still.
That's perfectly possible. That's a good point. Yeah.
The orb shakes side to side.
Do we just pick a direction?
I feel
Might
like
as
we
well.
did that last time and it didn't go great for us.
Well, we found this. Just
Hey,
point at the
Pandal.
orb.
As I said, it
Orb
didn't go
goes up
great
and
for
down.
us.
Pandal, you're finally not the smallest anymore.
Technically true, but I still don't like the sentiment.
Oof.
It's fun. We get to pick his new body when he gets back anyway. And I have some ideas. Or shakes side to side.
Oh, wait, do we?
Well, he hasn't fucking got one, does he? So,
Oh,
someone's
gosh,
gotta
yeah.
find.
Oh, what about a cute little puppy?
He would be better as a puppy,
Oh,
that's
what about-
true.
No.
I'm just gonna hold my
Cute
sword
little
up.
fox.
Think you'd fit in there?
You don't want Mathias and your sword, I promise. It's probably just bad luck.
It's
The
got
orb
a
hesitates,
bit all
and
time.
And then shakes side to side.
But you don't want to get stuck in a wall.
And summarily abandoned.
I will get
Shakes side to side.
It's not been abandoned. I attacked.
You've hello? It looks like we're having internet troubles, folks.
Supposed to do here?
Hey,
Um,
yo,
Orb shakes side to side.
Okay. Yep, my internet's dying.
Oh, already?
No, it's just Discord.
It's just
Change
fine.
region?
Right after mine became fine as well. What the fuck?
Oh,
I
oh
was
no.
dying and it was like, okay, never mind, we're fine now.
Yeah. We're fine. Like, we're fine now. But, like, for a moment there, everyone was lighting up. And, well, no one was lighting up. And everyone was saying stuff. No one was saying stuff. And it's doing it again.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's not doing it again. You're just fucking lighting up for no reason. Bastards.
No.
You're the one like mumbling to yourself like, oh, it's all don't do happen. We don't
I
know
mean,
what
it's
to say
not
to
quite
that.
as bad as Hex.
Net cable. Anyway, they're not here. Let's. I mean, I don't know. What if we? Maybe we should use the gate to try and find a place in the realm sea.
Sure.
Orb goes up and down.
Might as well.
Okay, sure.
You seem like us. Yeah, you know what you're doing.
I'm just gonna check my inventory real quick.
Oh boy, my roll 20 is already acting up.
You should have the handout for it.
No, I'm checking to see if I have any healing potions, Yargon. I know what the handout says.
Oh.
Okay, I don't. Never mind. Okay, then yeah, I guess I would have fucking look into the orb. I don't know. I'd like to use its secondary. Use the second command word, not
You-
Phobofip, the one we haven't decided.
You look into the orb.
I wanna try and find a place on the realm sea.
Do you mean the cube? Or do you mean the orb?
Cube. I mean the cube. I'm sorry.
Okay, okay. So,
I don't know my geometry.
It's okay.
I believe there is a save involved.
There is a DC 10 intelligence saving throw.
Go ahead and roll that.
That's
Ah.
okay.
That's disappointing. I mean, wonderful. Good. So with your
Could have been.
sanity intact, you're just thinking the realm sea. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Rumsey, preferably near. Well, actually, the location I'll think of is the location where we just popped out of the. Where Iris sent us initially. We
Oh,
initially
okay.
popped into the Rumsey. It's the specific location, but I'm pretty
So
sure
the
it's
realm
not that
sea,
much.
but close to the prime material.
Mhm.
All right.
Preferably.
Take swig. So, as you concentrate on the orb, your vision begins to darken, to narrow in. What little light you do have is blotted from your vision. And after a moment, you get the same strange, familiar, more feeling rather than seeing. You can feel your archway. You can feel the empty void, the small stone area beneath you, the large, cavernous, near unlimited space around you on all sides. A moment later, your vision returns.
Okay, cool. The cube nav says there's one, so I'm gonna use the main use of the thing and try and go to
Oh.
it.
Okay.
The
Make
orb
a-
turns green and bobs happily.
Yes, I don't need a fucking traffic light. Let's hurry this up.
Hey Mathias, can you also turn orange?
Turns orange.
Oh,
I know when to fucking drive a car, okay? It's not that hard.
Starts blinking.
Carve you into a fucking arrow in a minute.
Deja vu.
Fucking open the portals.
So,
Go place.
you're like, oh, motherfucker. Portal! You open a door as the darkness swings open, as not very much light spills out of it into the darkness of the plane upon which you stand. You see the purple and black of the realm sea. You see a small stone platform, island, in front of you, as if one were to step through onto it.
Yeah.
I put on my mask and step through.
Yeah, I'll keep my. Oh, nice.
Yep.
Yeah, fucked. Yeah, I'm gonna
The
put my little
orb
glittering
stays
mask.
very still.
Okay. So, you guys step through?
I'm gonna try and like push Mathias through.
Your
Just,
hand
you know-
goes straight through him. He's incorporeal.
You push through Mathias.
Mathias, you prick. Come on, let's go. I'm gonna message
Brother.
that to him so he can sass me back if he needs to.
If I die again, it's your fault.
If you die again, it's your fault. That's how dying works.
I'm gonna slowly inch on through.
Okay.
Alright, the last time that you went through this without a mask, your body turned to like liquid, but you don't have a body now, so you're fine.
If it
Matthias,
turns liquid, I will laugh though.
roll me 20d8.
Oh, for the love of...
Oh my god, that's funny.
You have 1 HP! You're dead!
Woo! That's a lot of dice.
You take 73 points of damage as you move through the gateway. You feel it sort of burning across your orbness. You just sort of feel a burning in general. However, you don't have any hit points, so it doesn't affect you.
Yay!
It hurts like a motherfucker, but you do not happen to have hit points, so you are okay. As your incorporeal form crosses from one plane to the next.
When it comes out on the other side, it's red. It's still at first, but then it starts jittering like crazy as well, like up and down, side to side, basically every direction.
The orb appears to be going into an epileptic shock.
Yes.
So I'm gonna put my mask on and I'm gonna head for it.
Yeah, you will step through.
Put on the thing and clang myself in the face.
Yep, okay. Clung, okay, and you step through. Yeah, everyone steps through.
Is it just like this stone platform and I'm gonna close it
Okay.
behind us?
Yeah, as you close it behind you, you see this dark, black fog that's only visible in shadow appear to sort of dissipate slowly. It appears to have roiled through after you. You look around the area that you're on. There's a single archway with the runes up the side, no longer glowing, and a single sort of stone platform, more of an island really than a platform, sort of just floating in the void.
Hey Pandal, maybe now we can travel with the gate to where it came from.
You're gonna have to repeat that. My internet's fucking
Yep.
dying.
I didn't hear that either.
Hey
Oh.
Pandal, maybe we can use the gate now to travel to Yosa again.
That
Well,
was the
there.
plan. I just came here and risked my own death from this fucking box because I felt like it actually was. But now you've mentioned that, I think I'm do that. I'm gonna go open a gate to the one near
Okay,
Yosa.
yeah, the now familiar inside of a train appears.
Yeah, fucking. I haven't taken my mask off, so I'm just gonna fucking strut on through there.
Okay,
Yeah, same.
yeah.
I'm gonna go through at an angle.
Yeah.
'cause I've been slowly drifting.
Okay, well, it actually seems to work out quite wonderfully for you, Sauriv, because as you manage to float through at an angle, you remember that this
It's the
gate
wrong angle.
is on its side, and you fall downwards.
Please let him roll.
It works weirdly conveniently.
Aw.
As you manage to catch your fall, thanks, Sauriv. Be fine. As you-
Still screaming the window.
okay.
I'm just gonna float on through and not care about gravity.
It fucking hurts.
The orb gets even more red and jitters even harder.
Should we do another gate?
I think we should just
The
put him in like a little
Jitters
jar.
need to side real hard.
What did you guys do with the jar, by the way?
We ate it, didn't we?
I believe I put it in my bag.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's chill, yeah.
Chain went in someone else's bag. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The chain.
No, I think the
Coghammer
chain and
required.
that jar went with Coghammer's box then.
I don't know, I just picked up the chain.
Oh, I have the jar. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, the spirit water jar.
I have like a bunch of
What am I calling it?
manky ass bits
Soul
of the
jar?
dragon.
Question mark.
Spirit water jar.
Fancy.
You can carry spirits.
Soul
in
jar?
it.
Question mark was probably better.
A soul jar boy.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That's Matthias' new nickname.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus.
Soldier boy, yes.
Can you shouldn't.
I see nothing wrong with this.
Oh, I see everything wrong with this.
Oh, right, you don't like him because he's black, I get it. Nice.
Dude, Matthias, I was not a fan of your latest game console, I'll tell you what. Anyway,
No affiliation. So,
no, not associated with Soldier Boy or any Soldier Boy endorsed brands.
yeah, you guys, find yourselves back in the train in Yosa, deep within. What's the plan?
Ha. Right. Let's go camp, I guess.
Ha. Deep.
Okay, so you're heading just towards the camp, the fucking, oh, good god, what was the name? Bitchface McNoface.
Iris.
Iris with a Y and then Iris with an I. There's two Iris.
Yeah,
I was with many.
We also nicknamed the NPC before we knew that was that one, so like shush.
Pious.
You can't judge us.
Yes.
Ah, papayas.
Oh, fine.
Bias.
Iris with a Y. Pious. Yes.
She'll always be Iris to me.
Right.
Always be cunt chuckle McFark to us. Okay, let's go to her camp, but notably not have a chat with her very much.
Alright. So, you guys begin to make your way
That's pretty much.
out of the train. As you do so, a number of these small floating purple eyes appear. Familiar
I turned
looking.
purple.
They give you an interesting look, which is the same dead-eyed look that all eyes give.
I waved to them.
Bit of a stare. They, notably, don't sprout arms to wave back. But they follow you. As you...
Once we get onto like proper dirt and
Yeah.
ground, I'm just gonna lie down and just do an angel in it. It's like a snow angel, but in mud.
Okay. Yeah. It,
Just like it feels so good.
it takes
Just
you...
gonna grab some dirt and make it snow over Sauriv.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna smash into the ground. Come
Ye-
floating black out.
Yeah.
Turn blue.
You just see blackness as you go into the ground.
Gonna throw some dust over dice.
Okay. Matthias, your vision like blinks out a couple times as dust particles fall past you. Like right through the
This
middle
is
of your vision.
inconvenient.
Yeah, you discover the ground. It appears to be hard. It's mostly brown as well. But most notably, as you guys step out, you note that everything about you guys, is drained of colour. You are all very desaturated and grey compared to when you went in to the portal.
Are we still wet?
So not much
bit.
has changed with Coghammer.
I
Yeah,
start
Coghammer's-
practicing myself.
Coghammer's not changed much, although his skin is even more desaturated than the grey it was before. Not greying. But notably, Sauriv and Pandal are much duller grey in colour than they were.
Fucking nice clothes, all like nice color coordinated and shit. Fuck.
They're still colour coordinated, they're just extremely desaturated.
Takes away the whole look though, doesn't it?
I start to
Disintegrate.
press digitate myself, like see if that helps or something.
Okay, you managed to get some of this black water out of your sort of tails and hair and off your wings. It does appear to have almost dyed them a much darker colour as you can presto it out. But you remain this desaturated, dull colours.
She looks really sad.
Just these dull, drab, desaturated colours.
Matthias flicks through a few colors himself before eventually settling on a cyan.
You have a disco ball.
Cyan?
Mathias is like currently in the character creator. He's like, what color should I be?
Yeah, Akane just looks real down. Just like all the color drained out of her tails and clothes and.
You do. You look
Yeah, yeah.
very just sort of melancholy in this colour scheme.
I mean, like her expression.
Well, yeah, that as well.
Sauriv just looks fucking exhausted. I have to exhausted.
Oh god, it's my blood that's like all over my fucking clothes. Is that also like grey and weird and gross?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Oh no.
It's duller than normal.
Cough up some more grey, gross blood.
Yeah, it's just sort of dull, nothing colour. It's still red, but it's desaturated.
Gross.
And it's also blood, so it was dark to begin with.
I'm just gonna fucking go. I'm like, oh well, I have to get new clothes, don't I?
So, what is thine plan?
We're going to the camp, aren't we?
Yeah, go to talk
Okay.
to Iris specifically.
So after a
My
brief
plan.
stop to play in the dirt, you guys begin to head on. Would somebody like to roll me a d20?
This
Oh.
is not D12 shit. What the fuck?
I shall do that. Oh, I won't.
Ooh. Okay. So, how long would you say you guys have gone for? All in all.
I mean,
Well,
less than
what
a
do you
day.
Yeah.
It was,
Maybe like 6 hours? Like 7 hours?
6, 7... Let's
I
see.
mean, we got in, we travelled for a little bit, found the graves, travelled a little bit more.
Yeah.
Obviously, we didn't spend that long travelling before Mathias got nommed.
Yeah,
We
that's
found
true.
shortly after. It's probably less than 7 hours then.
I'd say you've only gone for, let's call it 3 hours.
Okay, well, that's way less
Oh.
than
Okay.
Huh.
So, you left early in the morning, did you not?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. It's about midday now, then.
Oh, nice.
As you begin to sort of make your way back towards the camp. Things look pretty much how you left them. You get a few blocks from the metal man around, and women. And
Give him a few looks back.
some of the more normal looking people. But no one bothers you as you enter.
Okay.
Damn right they don't.
You gotta do
Shut
wisp
up!
boy shine at them.
Yeah.
So if they do anything, your eyes half of us go down like fucking matchsticks, right?
Hell yeah.
You shouldn't be
love-
shit talking these people, they're distracts.
If Akane gets impressed because of losing all her color, I'm blaming this on you.
I love the way that you're like, I guess I'll shine at them. Like, what, you brought a fucking flashlight to a giant robot fight? Okay.
To be fair, depending on how its sensors work, that might be effective.
Yeah, I guess. Technically, but I don't like that answer.
Oh, you don't like me being like, actually.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of your actuallys.
Pushes glasses off the nose.
What does this look like? College humor to you?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
We're gonna go to fucking she of billion boggles.
Billion, bajillion, nice.
Pajillion peepers.
She has a bajillion peepers.
Lots of lenses.
You know the next game, I'm gonna set in, like, a fucking, like, high weeb place. I'm gonna make it as weeb as possible, so you have to deal with these kind of names. It's just every NPC's got one, like 3 of them.
Okay, if every NPC is called lots of lenses, I am so down for that campaign. Are you fucking kidding me?
I love the name lots of lenses.
Lots of lenses, yeah. We're gonna go see her. That's
What's your name for bias?
So, yeah, you make your way towards Iris's tent. It's I believe, bright yellow from the outside, but white on the inside. The two, guard dog that you left there?
Oh yeah, Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah, Wallace and Gromit, as they've been dubbed. The,
Oh god.
automatons that you found.
Oh,
Still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What good boy.
And you make...
They're covered in rust and they've just fallen apart. Oh
Yeah,
shit!
like hundreds of years late. Like, oh fuck.
Yeah. The world has actually ended. You're currently in a fever dream.
Dope.
No, the world has ended, and it's managed to repair itself at the time that we've been gone.
It's all a cycle. Fucking dark.
The cycle has repeated.
A new planet has formed in this exact same spot.
It happens to be exactly the same, apart from a couple of little changes. It's like a little to the left that you always miss your point.
The ground doesn't quite reach your feet, so you can fly slightly now.
Yeah.
It's a reference Mom gets.
It is.
Some of them reference from get.
Hey, but that's because walking is
No
pretty
one
difficult.
else.
Stop yourself.
Ziggy got my reference. Leave me alone.
Jesus.
The joke wasn't funny the first 7 times, Rick.
It wasn't my joke even.
Yeah, it wasn't mine either, but it wasn't funny when I said it. Anyway, yeah, so...
Soldier boy.
Stop yourself.
Shut up.
How dare you repeat my crappy jokes. As you, make your way to her Iris's tent, yeah, you make your way in. She's sat in the centre still. Pretty much as she seems to spend most of her time, just sat on the many cushions that she has, which is interesting. Surrounded by a small swarm of eyes, as her name might suggest. She sort of...
What do you mean lenses?
Stop. She looks up at you guys as you enter, with a sort of strange... Which is a bit of a strange motion, I should say, because she obviously doesn't look with her face. And... my headset's going to be a fucking aneurysm, because the cable's coiled, and no matter how well I spin it around me, it doesn't work.
Rip.
How?
Yeah, she looks up at you and... welcome back.
Immediately follow from.
Gonna bob up and down.
Hi.
I see I've missed a few things.
I'm gonna
Gonna
sleep.
bob up and down.
Bomb.
You just what? Sorry? Sauriv.
Oh.
What do?
I'm gonna sleep. Fud.
I see. It's midday.
It's been a long 3 hours, I promise.
Right.
Bobs up and down.
Yeah.
Are you going
Sorry
to
to come.
introduce me to this lovely
Oh,
friend of yours?
No, it's Mathias.
friend, bit generous.
Right.
Like, put a hand up to like the orb to be like, you can't say anything about this. You're an orb. Shush.
Like he was bobbing up and down in the Akane saying Mathias and then suddenly stops.
Smile at the orb. Yeah. You know Mathias, who you met?
Right.
Had an incident with I don't know, something. But
Bobs
he
up
needs a
and
bit
down.
of a facelift because now he's an orb.
Bobs up and down.
Hey, Iris, do you know anything to like fix this? Like pointing at her hair and tail, like all grey.
Is that really your concern right now?
Bobs up and down.
Yeah, what he said.
Right. Well... She sort of looks curiously at you, Mathias, with like a number of eyes that come up and start inspecting you. From all angles, as if expecting to see a different thing from each side.
I look back at them at all angles.
Yeah, I mean... yeah, you sort of do see in 360 degrees right now. It's a bit weird. Well... I suppose... we could build it a body? Him? Sorry?
How long would that take?
Probably not a crazy amount of time.
If it was smaller, would it be quicker?
It might be slightly longer, honestly.
You know, that is a price I am willing to pay. You drive a hard bargain.
Shake side to side.
We do have, if that's possible, I do have a very specific requirement.
Which is...
Or two, actually. He needs to be able to store him, and he needs to be able to use it. I'm just
Right.
pointing at the orb.
Yeah?
And it does have to be 2'8" tall.
I'm afraid I can't go below 4 feet. Usually.
Okay, well that's a dud.
Unless you want... Like, I guess we could chop the knees off?
Shake side to side.
You could chop all the legs off and get wheels? Does that work?
Not great for stairs.
Mathias is evolved into a tank!
Oh
Give
my
it like 4 tiny legs.
Yeah, what about like the clankers have like tiny legs?
Shake side to side.
The tiny snacks.
Oh my god.
Well, we could certainly try something like that.
Shake side to side.
Why is it that you need it to be so short?
I'm very petty.
Nods up and down.
Yeah, but like seriously, if 4 feet is the minimum, that's fine. Doesn't
Well, I mean,
I would really like 2'9", but I feel like that's
I'll
2'8"
have
ideal.
to ask Pius, but I'm sure there's something.
We tell her we killed a dragon on the way. Is she just gonna like not be a pain?
Did you have my eye with you when you did that?
I think it was in Akane's bag.
Slow,
I
slowly
released
goes up
buff
and
somewhere.
down.
We got like leftovers of it though.
Shake side to side.
I meant... Right, so the lens is gone, I guess? I mean,
Goes up and down.
the big eye that I gave you?
Yeah, that
Goes up and
flew
down.
off.
No, it didn't.
It didn't?
No, you...
I had it in their bag.
I'm pretty
it wasn't
sure I released it and it flew off. Like,
Yeah,
full.
I'm pretty sure we only had like the tiny eye on Mathias with us.
Yeah, we only
No,
had
the
a
big
tiny
eye. I had the big eye in my back. I released it and then it flew off.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. We didn't have the big eye with us.
Oh,
did you release it? I don't remember you releasing
yeah.
it.
I
Well, we
did
took the
release
lens
it.
out of it, and then it like floated off somewhere. I thought, and then the
No,
other one.
No, we
that
didn't
was
take
a
the lens
different
out of
eye
it.
you took the lens out of. She
Yeah.
gave you one, it got put in your bag like 2 sessions beforehand, I want to say.
Yeah, but it was like pulled out and like let go of. And it like fucked off.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Hmm. Well,
I
either way, it wasn't in the fight.
no.
Well, that's... She's not gonna just believe you, I guess?
I mean, we have like things of the thing built.
You have things of the thing you... What?
Just gonna open, like put down my chest and pull out a vertebrae.
Yeah, that's true. We have that.
You know, that might do it.
Also, we got the orb from it as well.
The... Oh!
Goes up and down.
I thought that was Mathias.
We also
It
got
is.
this shit.
I thought you were asleep.
I can't sleep when people talk.
Right.
It's like a bird. You have to put a blanket over his head so he can sleep. It's not totally dark. He doesn't fall asleep.
But do you know
Oh,
a way for
okay.
like a
She-
collar back?
She stands up and picks up one of the pillows, unfolds it into a blanket, because it is just
I have
a
something
curled
would
up
say
blanket.
I wouldn't quite yet.
Right.
My eyes are still closed. So I don't see her doing this.
Yeah, he doesn't see the dark. He sees the dark. It's okay.
She just throws the blanket over him anyway.
Oh. What? Sit up. Panic. What?
It does sometimes have that effect, though. So you gotta pick and choose.
I'm glad you told me that beforehand.
Well, you seemed very eager. Maybe you will, like, discover it for yourself.
Well, that's true. Well, I'll talk to Pius, I suppose, about getting Mathias a body. I'm sure there's something we can do. Well, if you manage to take down a dark dragon, she'll certainly respect that. Quite tough,
Oh,
what I've heard.
there is a possibility to make like a weird body thing. Could I watch?
I
Oh, what a creep.
Why did you have to say it like that?
What?
Like, if you're making people, you don't go, "Can I watch?" You know,
I like to watch.
It's
I bet
you're
he
doing
does.
great.
I don't think Pius will let you do that. It's sort of like a reproductive type thing for us, so it's a bit sensitive.
Sure, he would. In truth, he said he only liked to watch.
That's all well and good, but there are some things even I'm not allowed to watch. Actually, there's one thing I'm not allowed to watch, and it's that, but you get my point.
What if I'm technically not there?
That would be even weirder, and please don't.
Oh my god.
Are you planning on pulling one of your eyes out?
No.
Okay. Well, I suppose if you wanted to, we could pull one of your eyes out, and then you'd see, like, some of the process? Maybe? I don't know.
Shake side to side.
Well, no, he'd see it, because we'd have to fix him. Well, we could fix him. You could get one of these, and she, like, floats one of her eyes over to you. If you're that eager, that would be one way to do it. Or I could pull your arm off.
No.
Can you give
Do you
people
have, like,
metal
a-
arms?
Do you have like a
Probably.
list of possibilities?
Is there a menu?
Not really. I just sort of have to NG badly, and then we see what happens. Also, there's a chance Pius says no.
Well,
Hmm.
well, in that case, let's ask first.
Right. Well, she'll definitely say no then. Oh, okay. Let's ask about that. There was something else. Was there something else you wanted?
Yeah, if you knew any way to like get our color back.
Uh,
Because we got like, I don't know. It was weird. It was all dark and foggy and.
I'm
Right,
sure it'll figure itself out on its own.
oh, the skin thing? And like the hair?
Yeah.
Well, your hair will come back quickly enough, I guess, once it regrows. The skin takes 7 years to fade, though.
Holy shit.
You might need new clothes.
You know how much money I paid for this fucking cloak?
No?
It wasn't actually that much, but it's a really nice cloak. I do really like it.
Well, I think it looks nice in the sort of faded outfit. I'm really stretching here.
Yeah, yes. Fine. Buy a new cloak.
Look, you
I'm
got your,
sure you'll be fine.
you got your
Yeah,
friend
I'll
back
be
and
fine.
somehow lost him in the process. I'm not quite sure. Well done. Let's,
We lost one half, got the other.
right,
Yeah, it's
okay.
a little weird. A
Yep.
trade-in situation.
Goes up and down.
We haven't established if he can drink alcohol in this form yet. I'm sort of worried about the
Shake side to
repercussions.
side.
Okay, when he gets out, it might be a issue.
Right. Well, okay, if you'll give me a moment, I'll ask Pius. And she seems to sort of sit down in the, like, meditation. And you see the sort of horns of her, her headpiece, begin to glow faintly. Just faint blue glow.
Fucking antenna.
Yeah, at the very tip. Yeah,
He's got antenna hair.
it's, literally an option. And there's a sort of a brief pause. Then a few moments later, they stop. Okay, well, good news. She says maybe. Unfortunately, you definitely can't watch Coghammer. But we could.
Surely he maybe can't watch.
Ooh, ooh, we got these too. I'm gonna pull out like the dragon teeth, the dark dragon teeth that I've got,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna say, think you could put like use these, like give him like I don't know, like rhino horns or something. I don't know.
Shake side to side.
They look.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Shake side to side.
They look almost two-dimensional. They're that black. They're that sort of black, so black you can't see the depth to them. Yeah.
Stick out the head. Does that look the same?
Yeah. And you
Best blanket.
you kind of look at it and I don't know what use those would be. They're sort of,
Pretty tough, right?
well, maybe so is metal.
Yeah, but this is like from a dragon and shit. It's awesome.
I suppose that's up to Mathias?
I'm gonna look over at the orb with a grin on my face.
Shake side to side.
Damn it.
Yeah, verbal communication out of him if you would like. But it does have to go through me, which is a bit of an issue.
Should we start calling him nut shakes?
Shake side to side.
No, he's not as good as not shakes.
He seems
Yeah,
more just a
that's
bit of a
true.
shakes to me.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of shaking.
Look, he's
Yeah.
he's only just got his soul back. He's lost his body. He's a bit of a pessimistic place right now. I wouldn't bully him about it.
That's a fair point. I don't know what any of that's like.
Mathias is gonna suddenly fly into Sauriv's sword, then into the black dragon tooth.
So you've
What do you
scared him off now.
Looks
Gonna
like
pick up the sword, pick up a tooth, and just hit them together.
Come on. Goes up and down. Put it together.
Nothing's happening. What are you talking about?
Gonna fly over to Iris's face.
she seems unperturbed and just watches you with eyes that sort of turn to face herself.
Flies
I'm
through
just
sword,
gonna
flies through her
look-
face. Ah!
Fly in
gonna
front of
look
her.
at the sword,
Gonna fly at
look at the tooth,
Sorry, I don't.
look at her.
She shrugs.
I'm not gonna combine Sauriv, I promise. Doesn't
I trust
I
you,
know what to
Mathias.
do. Smack.
But I don't want to kill her.
Shake side to side, flies in front of Pandal.
I know you want to kill him, but I don't. He's my buddy.
That's just fucking rude. What a message,
Shake side to
Mathias.
side.
Why are you gonna be so rude about it? Why are you trying to get Iris killed? She's trying to help you.
Why not make a sword out of the teeth?
Because he's already got a sword. He thinks you should make a sword out of the teeth. He's being very
It's
vague
cool.
about it.
We don't
How
have
many
enough teeth for that, do we?
No, not really. You've got like
Like
4.
four. I mean, I've got the ribs. Look, I've got the like,
Make
fucking
like one of the
4
Aztec
ribs.
ones,
So
but they've got
How
like
big are
the
these teeth?
shards.
There may be
So-
like 6 inches. Let's call them 7. They're soda sized.
Everything is measured by 7. You're how many sodas long or tall?
it is 7.5 sodas.
Coghammer is spending his time looking at his left hand and arm.
Oh no.
How much do I need this?
Is he left or right-handed?
Right-handed.
Oh
He's
no.
not- he's not looking at his girlfriend.
Oh my god.
As if you know what Coghammer is up to.
I'm gonna make this up. You're like, how much do I use this one really?
Yep.
Oh no. I mean, technically, you
I
can
can
do
hold
everything you
things
do
with the other
one
one, so
handed.
why do I need this one?
Iris,
Yeah.
you didn't ask about like the whole replacement thing, right?
No, because she would say no if I asked.
Okay.
Oh
What?
no.
What are you doing?
Sorry.
No, nothing yet.
Okay,
Yes.
well, do tell me before you do anything stupid.
Don't really have something that cuts well just now.
You see just every eye in the room turn to the giant fuck-off sword in Sarif's hand.
I'm just looking at the sword, looking at the tooth, looking at the
Still
sword,
the last conversation.
looking at the tooth.
I mean,
Matthias is bobbing up and down.
Sauriv is he's strong, but he's not very precise. I'm just a small person.
Hey, I can be precise. What do you need me to be precise for?
Nothing. Just keep staring at your teeth. Keep
Not
smashing
my
it.
chief. Smash, smash, smash. Wait a minute. I'm gonna take out like I have like rope, don't I? Yeah, I'm gonna take out like a little bit of rope, cut it with my dagger, and just tie it around the hilt. Just tie the tooth around the hilt, so it's poking out the bottom.
Okay.
Aha!
Add a little charm to your sword.
It's a trophy.
Well. Yeah, I think that's what he meant.
It's perfect.
You found a way to combine them. I'm actually quite impressed.
I'm just gonna go look inside my chest,
Yep,
take out my rations,
yep,
pick out one out, and they're just all completely soaked.
yep.
Oh god.
It's sort of just black goop that's left of your rations.
Mhm.
They've all become grey anyway, but the dried biscuit and stuff has become goop. Yeah, your rations are all spoiled.
Rip.
Not going to be able to use any of those.
Wait, everyone's or just his?
Just his, because he decided he'd fill his chest with water.
Oh, okay.
Then opened it to the rain on a separate occasion.
Also that, yeah. No, because there was no rain inside the...
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
Because there was no rain, because you were in the eye of the storm.
The eye of the storm.
It's the...
The eye of the god.
Thanks.
Dun,
So-
dun.
Yeah, I'm just going to... I'm going to spend some time, like, tanning the hide. I think I would know how to do that.
Yeah,
I
you
do
know
look
how to do
like
that. You're going to need some stuff to do that.
I will... I'll just try and... I'll just go for a wander. See who I can find that looks like they might have stuff.
Okay, well, everyone here looks a little bit like they might just have that kind of stuff built into their skull. So, it's a bit
I
tricky.
don't want to speak to the metal people though, so...
Okay, so you're only going to speak to the fleshy ones.
If I can, yes.
Okay, well that's doable. Go ahead and just roll an investigation check then.
Oh, boy.
That's in right.
Oh, wait, that's a disadvantage.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you're fucking always.
Oh, that's the name.
Hell.
There we go.
you do find one. You find some tanning equipment.
Okay.
There is a man that is entirely made of metal and has 6 arms stood, like, just working at it.
I'm gonna gulp down. I'm just gonna walk up to him and just say, hello there, fine, gentle man. Think I could use that? at some point, maybe.
He doesn't stop, but his head rotates a whole 180 degrees to face
Oh
you,
god, it's an owl.
and he continues working. And you see this like large single central eye, looking like a fleshy eye, which snaps to look at you and like focuses on you. And a single like slit at the bottom of the eyeball itself opens up like a mouth when he talks.
Is he talking through his eye, did you just say?
Yes. And he sort of looks at you and... Unrecognized.
Dragon skin need that.
Sort of...
Comprehende?
He kind of looks at you for a moment, blinks. His these pair of eyelids coming in from the side to like blink, covering his mouth, which is weird and creepy and terrifying. And you see his eye refocusing. What? What did you want?
Oh, you're normal now.
What? Yes, I'm always normal. What the fuck do you want? Who are you?
Okay.
What are you doing here?
I killed a thing. Took its
Oh, that's
skin.
wonderful. I don't really care. What do you want?
Can I use your equipment to tan it and work it?
Can you? I don't know. Is it a thing you're doable of? Can you?
Yeah, I've done it before.
Okay, well, there's sort of one over there. And he, like, points behind you, where there's an empty there's, like, an exact same booth. It's just empty, and it has, like, a tarpaulin over the front.
Oh. Okay then, I'll use that one. Thank you.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
I'm gonna head over to that one.
He, like, blinks again, and you see him. You see his head just, like, snap back round. Not the way he turned it originally, like the other way. And,
I'm just gonna my tail's just gonna shiver.
yeah, and he goes back to working on exactly what he was doing.
I never did like owls. And I'm gonna go and try to tan the leather and spend
Okay.
some time working it and yeah.
Before you sleep, or after you sleep?
Oh, I don't want it to fucking rot, so... Would I have any idea how long it would take for this thing to start, like, going bad?
It is Dragonhide from a different plane of existence that turned you grey. You haven't got a fucking clue.
I didn't think so.
Also, like, half the dragon disintegrated when you killed it. It's really anyone's guess.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna do it now then.
Okay, go ahead and roll a, I guess, survival check.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
Oh,
9. Yeah. You
I
start...
think I have inspiration. Maybe? I don't think I used it in the battle.
What, the stuff
Does it still
that
count?
lasts for 10 minutes?
No.
Oh, not 10 minutes, 1 minute.
No, it's 10 minutes.
10 minutes is bardic.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's been longer than 10
yeah,
minutes.
Yeah,
we've
it's
been traveling.
been more than
so-
that.
I wanted to use it to make fucking cool shit.
Yeah, so you start tanning the leather. It's quite hard. You do about a square foot of it before you realise you're working on the wrong side of it, because it appears to be identical from both sides. And you only work it out by the texture. And so you do ruin a small portion of it, which is is off to one side, but it's also, like, kind of central, and it's gonna make making anything with it a little harder, but you don't actually lose that much, if that makes sense.
Okay,
Yeah, basically you've split your piece in doing so.
right.
But you do eventually manage to start working on, because you gotta, like, well, tanning works, hopefully, because I don't. But you start working on tanning it properly, and yeah, it fucking stinks, because of course it does. You're Sauriv, you don't care.
I've swum in water that smells better.
Probably.
Smells worse, rather.
Definitely. And so you You get to work. It'll take you a couple of hours to do on a piece, because you've got quite a big bit, if I remember.
Uh-huh.
How much do...
Well, I mean, it was like £20 worth, so I'm assuming it's quite a bit.
Yeah, that's a reasonable bit. So yeah, it'll take you, say, 4 hours to do all that.
Sure.
Yeah.
And once I've done that, I'm just going to fucking bed.
Okay. So,
fucking exhausted.
what's everyone else doing?
Getting a body?
Getting
we to work out
properly
how the fuck that
cleaned.
works.
Okay. Where are you going to go get properly cleaned?
I don't know, is there like a bathhouse or something?
Do the robots have a bathhouse?
Ah, fair.
In a camp.
Would you like to ask around for one?
Yeah, sure, why not?
You can certainly try if that's a thing that you want to look for.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll an investigate then.
Investigate.
Without the disadvantage of being Sauriv.
Oh.
Doesn't help though. You have the disadvantage of being Akane. Which is also referred to as bad dice rolls. Yeah.
That's how it's called.
It's being Mathias.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've
It's
picked...
just being me in general.
Whilst he doesn't have a body, his curse is overflowing onto the nearest available people.
Fuck you, Mathias. I should have never gotten you back out of there. I regret it.
I was saying that the whole time.
So, yeah, you start sort of looking around for one. You find a number of things you think would be a bathhouse, and they're not. You find sort of tents full of just metal boxes with sort of these like wires going between them, or like just one tent. You just open up the flap and it's just solid metal all the way around. It appears to be a metal box the exact size of a tent. You find like some tents that are just empty. It's strange. None of them have baths in. You've no idea. And you spend an hour or so like looking for them. You can't find anything useful.
Okay. Damn it. I mean, I guess I just find somewhere to rest then.
Okay, yeah, I mean, there's a couple of empty tents around. You can literally just pick one and lie down in it if that's what you want to do.
I mean, I'll ask if I could use one.
Okay. Yeah, you can just ask someone. And you get a pretty short-cut reply that's pretty much exactly yes.
Ah, okay. Yeah, she'll find an empty tent and just go to sleep for now.
Yeah, okay. So what's everyone else doing then?
Making arrangements for Mathias's body, I guess. We've got to work that shit out somehow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use all my rope and lay it out in roughly dwarven shape.
Right, okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sleep for the rest. Just gonna lie down.
Did you make yourself a fucking like no-go zone for everyone else?
Oh my God.
Practice.
So cool.
What? Oh. Oh my god.
It's like getting his measurements or something.
So, yeah, you, as Coghammer just sort of lays out an area in the corner of the circular tent, and, sort of, well, not really curls up, but lays out and goes to sleep. Pandal. Iris. Still talking to you and Mathias. Well, I suppose if we want to get a body, it'll take about 2 days. Why don't you come with me? Let's go and... I can't really show you everything, but... Here. It's probably best if you talk to Pius.
What's that about showing?
We're not showing anyone anything.
I'm coming with.
Okay.
It's good to sneak a peek.
You know, I've decided I'm not going to poke your eye out.
Okay, that's fine. Why not?
Because you'd be the ultimate robot perv.
What? No,
Mathias reluctantly nods up and down.
I already have a trick like that.
That
What? Nope. What? Never mind.
I'm just kind of just cringe so hard.
that
Maybe my spleen just turned to ash. Like, just,
roll for spleen.
what's that, a constitution set? Oh my, fine, never mind.
You're fine. Yeah, you right. That doesn't make me feel any better. Actually,
Well, I'm not. Well, not using it.
yeah, that makes me feel a lot worse. Anyway,
Special occasion.
But you're the one with like the million eyes. Why can't I have like an extra one?
because I don't really trust you.
He just looks up to you, that's what it is.
She like looks at the dwarven figure. Well, yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm sure you do as well.
Mathias wobbles up and down.
You'd be surprised. You will in a minute, fucking shorty, shut up.
Pops up and down harder and turns green.
So it sounds like he agrees to be as short as possible.
He did.
Shakes side to side.
There's no backsies.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Right. And she leads you into one of the tents that you remember as being Pious' tent. She sort of lifts the flap back. You should probably talk to Pious about this.
Yeah, okay.
She sat in the exact same place that you saw her last. Just cross-legged on the floor, on one of the sort of cushions that are there.
That's the vertebrae. Oh no, Mathias knows, never mind. I was like,
What?
so I was about to be like, oh, we have to show the vertebrae, but she already like did the thing, so it's fine. Ignore me.
What, you don't
I
know?
was like, oh wait, sir, you've got the stuff.
I got some stuff.
That's true, you do have some stuff. We're okay.
But yeah, she turns a large sort of triangular-ish head towards you as you enter.
Hi.
Oh,
Hello.
Hello there. she sort of
Hi.
just watches you bow. Yes? How can I help you?
We're here about a body. I'm sure you've been made aware.
I have heard. She looks to Mathias. You require a new body.
Nods.
Wonderful. Very well. We can provide. I would estimate a day and a half production cycle, with perhaps an additional half day for testing, design, manufacture, etc. Is this
Pops up and
acceptable?
down. Bobs up and down.
She looks to the others.
Yeah, it's great.
Wonderful. And this entity, she sort of gestures to Mathias, is a spirit, I assume?
Yeah, pretty much. Used to be a person, he's sort of trying to get back there. He's working on it.
I believe we will be working on it.
Well, yes, it's more of an emotional journey for him.
It would appear so.
Bobs up and down.
Very well. What specifications would you prefer? She turns to Pandal and Coghammer.
What sort of things
Mathias
do you
turns
have
a
to
hit
run?
of red.
Like somewhere in between here, and I just like pick like a height between me and Panel.
Hmm,
Yeah, preferably.
that is
Shake side to side.
remarkably short. I
Yeah,
believe
it's-
we could attempt such a thing.
Shake side to side.
If it takes longer, that is absolutely fine by both us and Mathias.
Shake side to side.
Mathias has no say in this, as he has no soul or body
Yeah,
currently.
he's jittering. He just does that.
Turns
Don't
red.
mind it.
Very well.
Do you want us to specify anything else? We'd like vaguely humanoid shaped.
Would you rather a skin type or a non-skin type?
Message Mathias. Bitch, you want skin?
What's the difference?
Yeah, what's the difference? Other than the obvious, like, has skin on it? Is that the only difference?
She holds up her left hand, which appears to be an almost normal humanoid hand. This is a skin type hand. And then she holds up her right hand, which is a small, just metallic construct-like hand. And this is a non-skin type hand.
A message back, Mathias. So you can have skin if you want?
I mean, all I care for is the face. And maybe a whole head.
Oh
I
Jesus!
think it's
Don't
an
say.
all or nothing thing, Mathias.
And then skin type, I suppose.
He would like to have. Well, no. We would like him to have skin. Please. Can we have a skin type body?
Very well. It is not an all or nothing process, I might add.
I messaged that to Mathias. Did you hear that?
What gets me a body faster?
Yeah, she heard you.
Okay. Yeah, okay, well, you know, for this, we would, I think me and Coghammer both agree it should be, fully skinned.
Oh, very well.
Not like skin taken off like skin type, you know what I mean?
Indeed. Would you require your original skin tone? Would you like it lightened, darkened, altered in hue?
Message Mathias. You wanna go for a race change, friend? Or not?
As close to half-elf as possible? That includes signs, by the way.
You put, like, I think we should be, as sort of scaled down proportional to his previous body as possible.
Turns
Okay.
red, shakes side to side.
Would you like to scale with age or relative?
Just relative size would be fine.
Thank very well.
Are skin types capable of growing like hair? I believe so,
Indeed.
right? We've seen. Okay, that's splendid.
She doesn't, but she with 1,000 eyes looks almost
Yeah,
entirely
she's got hair, right?
human or elven, if it weren't for the big mask thing built into her face.
Why is it? Okay, cool.
You mean the last of a lot of lances?
Stop yourself.
You know, I feel like my jokes are getting recycled so fucking much.
Yeah, it is.
I
Rick's
feel...
already reused it so much that it's lost all meaning.
Man.
That is
I have that effect on people.
acceptable.
Really do.
Would you like any additional functionality?
If you could make its hands like be able to turn all the way around at the wrists, that would be pretty cool, honestly.
That's not
Adorable.
doable. Not doable without
What
with
do you have
a
any other
skin type.
options? Oh, okay, so that's fair. What can you do with a skin type that, like, fleshy people can't do?
We could give you wings. We could add pulse jets. We could embed an eidetic memory unit. We could.
I'm gonna start going up and down in front of Pandal's face.
Yeah, I want whatever the fuck the pulse jets are and the thing that make you remember better.
We could additionally add a tail, claws, spines, if you would like those.
Shake side to side.
I felt like
Potentially fully retractable.
Shake side to side.
I don't think he would suit any of those. But
Very
pulse jets though, 100% in for. Like whatever those are, I want them.
Gonna start chittering in front of Pandal's face.
Very well.
Flies in the hair.
Would you like highlights for a breathing filter?
Could you get highlights and make them green? So they have like glows green. Yeah, it's like glowy green eyes. Is that possible?
They will affect only his vision.
You know what? That's fine. It's just as long as the you know, as long as they're there, that's fine.
Still green.
God.
I'm trying to get Mathias back, alright? I want to be as faithful as possible while making him shorter. Also making up for it by giving him fucking pulse jets, so you know.
Very well. There are.
I want the fucking memory unit.
I said the memory thing!
Would you like additional arms,
Shake side to side.
Yes.
legs, feet, hands?
No additional limbs, if possible.
Acceptable. Would you require this unit to be uplinked?
Find what that means?
Would you require this unit to be uplinked to the airwaves?
If something's uplinked to the airwaves, what advantages does it have over not being uplinked? I'm sorry, I'm sort of new to ordering my friends' bodies.
What the fuck is this indie game?
You allowed this? I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
You are an enabler.
It would become fully integrated into our network
Shake side to side.
whilst,
Yeah, that's actually really good without that, thanks.
whilst remaining autonomous, of course.
I'm on it.
Shake
I
side
mean,
to side.
me and Coghammer, he was Coghammer, we don't
Yeah.
want that.
Very well. So, eyelights, pulse jets, and an eidetic memory unit. No additional upgrades required. Correct?
Yes please, that's good.
Very well. Looks up prices for these things.
It's gonna cost us money, shit.
Of course it is. How much do these things cost? Like 10,000 gold? Okay.
The highlights are like
What?
50.
I'm sorry, who?
250 plus.
I ain't even gonna be able to help you, because I've got 30 gold.
A body is like 10,000, I think.
You're so
Yeah.
badass. You are so lucky I fucking saved up, Mathias. You were gonna owe me so much money.
Oh my god, no. My money got yoked, please.
Well, you better go fucking earn some more, aren't you? Yeah.
I handed over like all my junk.
Yeah,
Like
your
earlier.
junk, not your valuables.
Yeah.
Oh fuck off, the bag of holding was on there.
Yeah, I do actually have an extra bag of holding still. No, wait, he kept the bag of holding and just gave the stuff.
No, I gave you the bag.
Your bag was Mathias' old bag.
Yeah.
No, I had a separate bag. I
Why
had
the
my own
fuck
bag.
do you have two?
What?
I don't know, I didn't even know I had two.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Grog.
I bought one so I could store the fucking heart of a dark dragon. I know why I have one.
Look, there's like 1,000 platinum in here.
Oh,
Alright,
wonderful.
just
That's
found
exactly
that.
what you need.
Yeah.
How much does
How
this fucking
convenient.
cost?
Wow. You people.
You see her... Well, actually, no, you don't see anything. She seems to just not respond for a brief moment. Just goes static. And then... Very well. We would require reimbursement for at least half the materials involved. Should you be capable of providing that?
How much is that exactly?
An average cost of 5,300 gold pieces.
I actually cut out there, but I assume it was a lot.
5,300 gold.
5,300 gold, are you fucking...
No,
Oh.
that's half.
Yeah. That's half, yeah. How could we... Is there a way we could reduce those costs at all?
If you would like to remove the additional functionalities, it could be reduced to around 5,000.
I got 800. No, wait, I'm not there.
Yeah, I have 400. We can't afford Mathias' body.
Yes, you can.
Yes, we can.
Shh, be quiet.
Coghammer, why are you like this?
Well, that's yeah, do you do trade-ins, perhaps? Of, like, materials, maybe?
That would be acceptable.
Like, equivalent gold costs?
We do trade regularly with multiple people.
Look over to Coghammer.
Gonna pull out the 3 vertebrae. Is this worth anything?
Those vertebrae, by the way, fucking
Yeah.
huge.
Well, I won, but
Yeah, you ain't holding 3 of those at once. She kind of looks at it. Those would appear to be the vertebrae of a dark dragon.
Yes, nasty bugger.
Indeed. A powerful alchemical reagent. We could potentially trade them for some amount of gold coin, or value towards your debt.
how much value exactly?
I could give you 1,000 gold pieces for that.
Just gonna smile and nod at Pandal.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good. That's a good start. I'm like sort of waiting for Coghammer to pull out the others, and he's just not doing it. I'm like,
Yeah, she stares blankly at you guys. Just expecting more.
Okay. Have this staff? I guess, Coghammer? I'm like, look at him like, could you give her the fucking gold chain or the vertebrae, please? We're very poor and I want Mathias back. It's been a fucking hassle.
Gonna keep like digging through my chest.
God, he's looking like around. He's like, oh, I don't know anything valuable in here.
Like a random cog flies out and I'm going to pick it up and put it back in.
She like
Shit.
she like looks at the staff as you offer it. I could give you 500 gold for the staff.
Right, okay.
Okay.
You're definitely set on the 5,000, right?
Indeed. Should you require funds, it would not be expensive to add additional functionality. A few hundred gold here and there.
Yeah.
I guess I can spare some of this and start pulling out the chain.
She looks over at the chain with her expressionless triangular face. And you see her, you can tell that she's counting links as you bring it out. What is the quality of this gold?
Gonna bite down on it.
Don't do that. Really, really quite pure.
It, like, leaves teeth marks in it. Quite, like, relatively easily. It's very soft for metal.
Yeah, it's fucking gold in there.
Interesting. That would appear to be near pure. This would be of value. I could give you 15,000 gold for the entire chain.
I like look over to Coghammer.
he's like wide-eyed.
I mean,
Wait, how much did you say there, sorry?
15.
15.
1,500?
what was
1,000.
No.
15,000, my dude?
It's
Was it
almost
the whole
like
thing?
you guys found the perfect people to give it to. It's solid gold.
That's the original price of the fully upgraded Mathias. Just asking for a friend.
The original price, what? It would be fucking 10,600. But if you could add more stuff to it, because there is still. She offered you wings, the tail, the oxygen filters.
The highlights and the
But yeah, highlights, pulse jets, and the other thing,
memory.
the memory. It was fucking 10,600.
What if we gave you enough of this chain to buy the fully upgraded one? Well, the fully upgraded, the ones we specified with the memory. That be acceptable with the the memory and the jets and the green.
Sell the rest of the damn chain too.
She sort of looks at it. That would be acceptable, if a little disappointing.
Do you happen to have like coins if we just give you the whole chain now?
We could.
Just turn to Pandal.
That seems like a yeah. Let's do that.
Fuck Mathias!
Yeah, we'll just take the coins and be like, well, yeah, we're fucking minted. Let's go.
That's it, guys. Imaginary money in our group hallucination has just lost us a friend in real life. I'm proud of us.
I'm not saying to treat
Dude, Monopoly's a
you
fucked up game, alright? I'm just
Fair.
shit gets violent.
Very well.
I would like lead into Coghammer. I really think we should get like the good Mathias, and then we can split the rest, and then not have to give the vertebrae or the stick.
You just start putting the vertebrae back in the chest.
You're just making noises, Coghammer. I'm looking for a confirmation. Back me up here. It's a good idea, Pandal. Just say the words and we're a-okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that as a yes, Pandal. What a splendid idea.
Just pull the whole chain up.
Yeah, we're paying with the chain, and then we'd like any leftovers back, please. Change. That's what it's called.
Very well. Are you certain you would not like additional? Are you certain you would not like additional functionality? Oxygen filters have been notably useful.
I'm like, message to Mathias. Do you want like air watching my flips?
What do the oxygen filters do?
What do the air do to my flips do?
Grant the ability to breathe underwater.
Message back to Mathias. You get the response.
That's cool. What about internal storage?
What? What about internal storage?
She sort of cocks her head to one side. Do you happen to have a bag of holding we could attach?
He's not touching mine.
Or, then I do not believe we do. We could do that currently. We do not have any on hand.
Damn you, Akane.
Yeah, well now we know she's got two, but we don't actually know because she's only ever fucking had one.
One of them's just in the other. Oh,
Oh,
wait,
yeah,
no!
she just put one in there.
No,
There's not Yargon.
No.
Off screen. Bad DM. Bad.
Damn it!
How much would it cost if we
So I
added
got
the
it.
oxygen
It's-
thingy?
Akane is literally carrying around 2 bags, and she's just like, wait, what? I got a second one? Fuck.
Lockdown one day.
This is
Man,
this
this
is a
statue
bag
was
of
way
holding.
deeper than I thought it was.
Yeah. It's like a statue, she never looked into it.
No, she's got one statue that she knows is a bag of holding, and she's got another one for makeup,
Oh my god.
and she never realised it was a bag of holding.
So I
Ah,
always found stuff really quickly. She's like, oh,
Yeah.
I saw 2 snail glass, and it's like, oh, right there. Splendid.
Oh my god, yes. That's exactly how it went.
the
Of course.
oxygen filters would cost an additional 125 gold pieces, were you to reimburse in half.
Can we add those?
That is acceptable.
Coghammer, he's gonna be able to breathe underwater. We can like give him swirlies, and he doesn't complain. It'll be great.
But
Would you-
complaining is like the best part.
Yeah, but he'll complain because we're assholes anyway, so it's fine.
Would you like to add
Can
wings?
already breathe underwater.
Oh my god, can you give him a volume slider?
God, I wish we had that because that would be a great idea. No wings. I think the wings are.
Shake side to side.
Yeah, me and Coghammer agree. No wings.
For transparency, they would be retractable.
Shake side to side.
I mean, yeah, well, you could see through them if they weren't there. That would make sense, but we're definitely no on the wings.
Understandable.
I am way too proud of that joke. I'm sorry.
I have no fucking idea what you just said.
Same.
For transparency, they're retractable. It's like, yeah, well, you could see through them if they weren't there.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Jesus.
It was awful. I'm so happy with myself.
Guys, I think Vom might be in our D&D game.
Wow.
It's
Awful
like we've got a bard.
God.
Who's playing a part?
Coghammer is.
Playing D&D in D&D, Coghammer's the bard. Yeah.
You don't know what's going on inside his head always.
Oh god.
I imagine a
Playing
lot.
Elite Dangerous in his head. It's Eve Online in Coghammer's head.
Oh no.
That's what all the cogs are
He
for.
closes his eyes, it's just spreadsheets.
That was the
Yeah.
point where he wasn't seeing actual words. There was like way too many people active.
Oh god.
He was in a clan meeting.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
Acceptable. Very well. She just sits there.
Do we pay now? Do we pay when we get the body? What's the...
Were you to provide payment now, that would be acceptable.
I mean, I'm gonna like
Just
look
gonna
to
slowly
Coghammer.
nudge the chain close.
Just, like, kick it closer a little bit.
Okay. She will, like, wait for you guys to push it within reach of her. Then just
It's like real heavy.
That lazy bitch.
Yeah, me and Coghammer are both gonna like...
reaches out, pulls it towards her, looks at it.
So easy.
Very well. And a moment or so later, a flap, or one of the flaps on the tent
Sorry.
behind her.
I'm just imagining like a slot machine in jackpot and just coins start pouring out of her.
Oh my god!
Ding, 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 ding.
You've got one prize ticket.
Jesus.
A moment later, one of the like flaps to the back of the what do you call it? The back of the tent, like behind her, opens, and a number of identical-looking people. They do, in fact, look like men, young men, in their sort of like very early 20s, let's say. In servants' outfits, walk in. Each of them carrying a tray, upon which sits 10 pouches. And they place them down, and walk back out, and come back, get some more. There's 6 of them. And this just keeps repeating, and they're building up this pile of trays and pouches on in the corner.
You don't do conversion to platinum, do you?
And she looks at you. Platinum? No.
Okay, well...
I'm just gonna start tossing them in my chest.
We deal in gold and silver pieces. And I need to get my
Platinum's like silver if you look at it right.
We could convert this to silver if you would like.
No.
Honestly, I'm good for that, thanks. I appreciate the suggestion. It's very kind of you.
Acceptable. Would you like it converted to gold?
Yes, please?
She sort of like looks at you. Just stares.
I'm looking at her, I'm like, what the fuck are you trying to give it to me?
Oh, give me a sec, I have to do maths now.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
yeah, I'm not selling for trade, just the chain.
Yeah.
We're just gonna pay entirely via chain. I'm gonna keep the stick.
So that is, what's 500 plus another 250, so 750, plus that is 850. Okay, over 2 equals that. Take 1500, 1000 even, equals that.
Do 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 do. We did the countdown like the
Yeah,
thing,
countdown is way more
Yeah.
appropriate.
Damn.
Just like
Okay.
dinner, 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 dinner.
Boo!
I'm so fucking retarded.
Okay. So,
So,
in total, over the course of the next 20 minutes, these 6 servant boys bring in 96 pouches. 95 of which each hold 100 gold pieces. One of which is much bigger than the others and holds 700 silver.
Oh good god.
A small chest is additionally placed down containing 5,000 copper pieces.
Oh my god.
You said they only dealt with gold and silver. I fucking fire.
Why is she like this?
Doesn't like us very much, clearly.
Because she's a Yargon character.
We're giving her money!
Yep.
Well, we're not
Give it a
actually.
fucking-
We're paying for a service.
Yeah,
To be fair,
exactly.
Actually, you've met people in customer service. I don't blame her.
Fucking working.
Yeah, exactly.
Work with the public.
Tom G, it's okay, you get it.
Yeah, I understand.
I just count out my 21p coin.
Can I fit a chest in my chest?
No. It is a full-size chest.
Chestception.
Fair enough.
Okay, so-
Gonna open the chest in my chest and just pour it out into my chest.
Okay. She looks blankly, I suppose. I was about to say bemused, but no, she has no face. At you, as you pour copper coins from one chest into another chest, and the chest seems to just swallow them up without filling up, strangely.
You can have the chest back if you want.
It's very generous of you, Coghammer.
Much appreciated.
Well, your chest, not my chest.
I
Guess I'm
understand.
gonna start emptying money pouches into the bag of holding.
Oh, I'm already
Like on a
like as soon as they
bagpipe.
came out, I like started tossing them inside every single time.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay,
Me and Coghammer between us, we just start raking up the good.
yeah, okay, so,
Do?
mark down, you have 100 pouches, each containing...
Yep.
Sorry, not 100 pouches, you have...
Yeah, 95. 95, 100 gold pouch, one
you wanna keep track of
100
this?
silver pouch.
Yes, and also, you have, in your chest, a lot of loose copper.
Yes, to the point where, because it's like, I put it down in my like currency thing,
Yeah.
it's saying I'm over carrying capacity.
Yeah, store money in bags of holding. Turns out super useful.
Yeah.
I could probably carry some of it. Most of it,
It's
even.
heavy.
But yeah.
Guys, we need to go buy ourselves some cool magic items.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, we
okay.
still have the Dark Dragon stuff to sell as well.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, and I need to get some
I
like
don't use.
leather armor that isn't just normal unenchanted leather armor.
Or just studded leather. Honestly, it's a great.
Well,
idea.
yeah, studded leather. I got.
Okay.
It's just like unenchanted basic.
Could I have them, mate? Oh my god, please.
Very well. Do you have a method of containment for this? She gestures to Mathias.
Yeah. I
Shake
think
side to
so.
side.
Wonderful. We will require it for the process.
Mathias, you're going in the jar again. I'm gonna pull out the the soldier boy with it.
God, be pickled.
Wind me up and watch me go. So-
He starts shaking side to side quite violently.
What happens if he doesn't want to get in it?
Please capture the soul, or we will not be able to begin.
Okay, you little shit. I just paid so much money for you to have a fucking facelift.
Are you messaging that? Are you
Mathias,
messaging that? Yes.
what are you doing?
Basically starting
know,
to
this
fly
is
around the
fun.
room.
Okay, Pandal is faster than you, so...
Okay.
Where the
I'll fly
willow wisp?
up.
Pandal, make an attack with the jar.
What the fuck roll is that?
That's a dex roll.
Okay.
A jar
just
at
flat.
that roll.
Yep.
The jar is finesse?
Oh, we had to thank you, halfling luck. Okay.
Well, it sure isn't
Maybe
strength.
maybe it's two-handed.
Well, it sure isn't strength, so yeah.
Yeah.
With the
Half
15.
proficiency bonus.
Mathias, as you attempt to make your escape upwards, you find a jar above you.
Gonna go sidewards, then upwards.
As you attempt to
Sideways.
go sideways, you find the walls of the jar around you. And before you can stop yourself, Pandal has managed to enclose you inside of it.
I am bright red and I am bouncing against literally all the walls.
It
Get your body
kind of
back
hurts.
after this, dick.
I continue to literally bounce against all the walls, jittering along the way.
Bouncing on the walls kind of hurts. But you do
That's
it.
fine.
I'm gonna message him. Could you be fucking still? You're getting your body back. You're supposed to be excited, not like angry excited.
Oh, I hate this jar, you shorty!
Well, you're gonna hate your new fucking body if you don't get used to it. Jesus. I'll fucking hand over the. Actually, I'd prefer probably not to Mathias because she doesn't give a shit. Is it like a servant boy that's come to collect?
No, she has a hand out for it. It's the robotic hand.
Okay, yeah, I'll give it to her.
Cool. The fingers like split apart unnaturally to grasp it all the way around at the base, and she takes it.
On a message into the jar. That's why you didn't want a robotic hand.
And like,
God.
look, she brings it up to what would be her face had she won, and looks at it. Curious. Is there a reason it has turned red?
It doesn't like
Goes up and
spaces.
down.
You can't hear her. You're in a fucking jar.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bitch. I think like it wanted to play chase, and I'm just too good at chase, so it's a little upset. Don't worry about it.
I see.
Even if it bounces very angry at you, I'm sure it is absolutely fine to continue whatever procedure this entails.
Very well. She takes it and she just like places it off to one side and just takes out a cloth, drapes it over the top of the jar.
If orbs could read.
Welcome to sensory deprivation with Mathias.
Oh, so dark.
For the next day, you are going to be blind and deaf and immobile.
And
Hey.
retarded. Wait, what? No, it was already that.
No, that's you.
Oof. Got hit with a no you from the wrong person.
Yikes.
Tomchi
Do they
reflected.
like tell us to get out of here?
No, she sort of like turns back to you. Like as if, oh, you're here. What's the reason you're here?
It's gonna be like, cheers, and then just leave.
Goodbye.
Yay!
Like wave.
Yeah. A small eye darts out from the corner, follows you. And Iris, with an eye, or 1,000, shows up, like, but you take like 3 steps, and then she's like there, just next to you. Hey, how did it go?
See, I'm trustworthy.
It's got a cough off a bunch of blood. Pretty well.
Right. Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna head back see Sauriv is there.
Right.
That's probably a good shout.
Do you need, to sleep or something? Do you know your
That's the
friends
plan,
went?
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Sleep
long-
it off, you know.
How long did you say it was be?
She said it'd be a total of 2 days.
Right, okay.
Like design or something, and then there's like making it, and then there's testing or something. I don't know. 2 days.
Yeah, it's a lot quicker than, you know. And she sort of like gestures at you and Coghammer.
Yeah, really is. You don't get to this level of immaturity that quickly, I tell you.
Well, it shouldn't affect his immaturity. So, That's okay.
You've got all the practice in already. That's splendid.
sure. Right. Yeah. Well, you're free to use the camp, I suppose, if you're going to stick around. Unless you're going anywhere.
Not today, we're not.
Okay. Well, I'll get some bedrolls set up for you, if you don't have any.
I do. I'm fine.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
good with the pillows.
Right, there's a... Sure.
Your pillows have been commandeered for the greater good.
Yeah. Remind me to wash them.
Wow, she does not like you.
She looks at him just a little bit awkwardly.
With which eyes?
Yes.
Okay.
You get the sense. Quite a few. But notably, she like faces him, and what's left of her face gives a relatively awkward-looking expression. Which is,
Like a half smile.
yeah. I suppose. Yeah. And she sort of like looks around a bit awkwardly. I'll see you later then.
Goodbye.
Bye. She sort of waves and wanders off.
Let's go back to the tent where I assume Sauriv is still fucking Sparko.
Nope. Sauriv went to work on his stuff.
Left all that.
For what? Yeah. Sauriv went to go do his thing for 4 hours.
I would have just. Yeah, I would have just walked out with the thing over my shoulder. Like, I'm gonna.
Well, oh, he's not here, and I'm gonna, I guess.
So, everyone except for Mathias, because you don't get a choice. What do you want to do today?
Sleep.
I want to see how accurate Sauriv is with this big sword.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
It's the fingers, wasn't it? That's what pushed him over the edge. He's like, I want those weird fingers.
Okay. Well, you find Sauriv. He is... When you manage to find him, he's in the tent, face down, asleep.
No. I'm in a puddle.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Asleep. Unless there's a river nearby, in which case I'm in the river, asleep.
There is a small stream.
Sure, I'll be like on the shore of that, just half inside it, asleep.
Okay, you find Sauriv, his legs sticking out of a stream, and his snout saving him from drowning, as he lies on his back with his head in a stream.
Gonna tickle his feet.
Oh no. Yeah, you tickle Sauriv's feet.
Hey, big man. Gonna like start poke him in the side.
Okay. Yeah, you start poking him.
I'm gonna slap at him with my tail.
Uh-huh. Your hand gets, like, battered away with a big tail.
I'm asleep.
He sort of, like, gurgles as he talks.
Gonna take up my mage hand and put like one of the fingers just off one of his nostrils.
Oh, God. Sauriv, your breathing is suddenly blocked.
Who's that? Just my sword's out instantly.
Oh, good, you're ready.
What?
Can you like show some tricks with your sword?
Maybe?
I got like a dummy ready to go into that.
Okay. Sure.
Oh,
Why not?
no.
Okay. I'm gonna head with him.
Yeah.
And... Yep.
Okay, show me how like accurate you are with something that big. How about you like try and do it like cut right there? I'm just gonna like point at the rope dummy right at the shoulder.
Okay, yeah.
Sure, I'm gonna try and hit it there then.
That'll be an
And
attack roll.
that spot.
Attack roll -5.
Okay, -5 from that then. 23.
Sauriv.
Uh-huh.
You swing your sword, making a few adjustments in last minute in the air. You slam it down into the ground. It does.
I don't want to go straight through it. I want to stop it if possible. So it's inside. The thing.
Okay. So you cut down into the sort of the piece of rope at the top and the bottom, and you cut down like halfway into it, pulling yourself back. It is now beginning to burn around the edges as your sword like flares with fire, but it seems to be pretty damn accurate. It's like exactly where you pointed.
Whoops.
Just gonna start patting it out and sure I'll cost mending on it.
Okay, yeah.
Oh wait, no, that was a critical hit. That should
Wait.
not have been a disadvantage.
Oh god.
So that was a 24 and a critical hit.
Oh. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. You try and stop yourself, but you cut all the way through anyway.
Whoops.
That's good. I'm just like meant one side.
Yeah, you just mend it back.
Try to hit the other one, the other side.
Okay then.
You
I'll try that again then. That's not so good. Wait, what?
21.
Okay, yeah, maybe it is quite good.
The
Yeah.
spazzing out on my screen.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Yeah, again, you see it seem to like slice through. Pretty much, you managed to stop yourself this time, but you managed to slice it most of the way through. Pretty much exactly where you're looking for. Sauriv
Yep.
seems pretty accurate.
Just gonna hold out my right arm. Try this one.
No. Are you?
It's
What?
all a
That's
dream,
what
Sauriv. Just do it.
Why? Wait, what did you say there?
He said it's all a dream, Sauriv. Just
Oh my god.
just got me.
Can I roll an insight in that?
Yeah, go for it. Roll a deception.
That's with disadvantage because it's an ability check.
Oh my god.
Ah shit! It's still the same day.
Yeah. So,
You should have waited a day.
Sauriv. Coghammer was like, yeah, it's just a dream. He just might be having you on.
Oh, I don't like when people lie to me.
Oh, no.
Okay, it's not a dream. It's just it's a stick. My hand is behind my back.
I don't like when people lie to me. I'm gonna fucking cut your arm off now. It's revenge. Coghammer's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you get the feeling he's maybe not
Are
telling
you
the
okay,
truth.
Coghammer? Have you been, like, possessed by Mathias or something?
Yes, cut it off. that will fix it. Cut it off. Mathias will just flow straight out.
Are you really sure you want me to do this?
Yeah.
Right, really sure?
Yeah, yep.
Okay then, I'm gonna go for it.
Okay, roll.
Okay.
You're trying to disarm him? Yes?
Yes. Oh, that should not be disadvantage.
Oh
so that's
no. Oh, it's really fun.
that is a
20.
20 total.
Okay. Coghammer. As you're like, yeah, go for it. This sword just comes down on your shoulder, cleaving straight through it. And with an almost
Ah! What the fuck is wrong with you?
effortless swoop, it goes straight through your shoulder. Your arm
Hold on, where are you doing this?
In the tent.
in the tent with...
Oh, who's making so much fucking noise?
Oh no. How close are you guys to Pandal?
Oh no! I'm just sleeping like I'm just on the pretty much on the floor. I'm just in the tent somewhere.
How close are you
How
guys?
big's the tent?
I believe it's like 40-foot like diameter.
Is this
Okay.
the same tent Akane will
It's
be
not, it's
in?
not, it's not
No.
to Coghammer then.
Different one. Coghammer, how close to Pandal are you? Within
not
squirting range.
Oh god. I mean, there is the fire damage.
Yeah?
That's just to seal the wound. It's fine.
Yeah, so you can't attach anything else in case you wanted to.
Yeah.
So,
Probably not. It's quite weird.
okay. Well, good thing. Yeah, Pandal, as you sort of come to, you hear Coghammer screaming for one. You also hear a thud as an arm falls to the floor, about 5 feet away from you.
And I'm just standing there leaning on my greatsword.
Yeah.
This is a really weird dream.
Oh, dream's over! Dream's over!
Listen, Coghammer, I don't know what you're shouting about.
Yeah!
Did that used to be your arm?
It's,
Yeah, you wanted me to cut it
still
off?
is my arm.
Why do you want that?
I don't know. You said Mathias was in him.
I thought I
Not
gave away
anymore.
Mathias in a fucking jar.
Shush!
I mean,
It's all a dream. Not in what? Ah!
What? You know, this is a weird dream, Coghammer. What's happening there, friend?
Ow!
But that is actually your arm. Is it still like squirming about?
What? No. It's just sort of slowly pooling blood on the floor.
Dude, that's gonna get blood. Everyone like Presto the blood away. I'm like, gonna pick it up.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to really help as it sort of reforms
I'm gonna-
real quick.
I'm just gonna frantically like take off the pieces of metal of my arm on the floor.
Yeah, okay. It's a lot harder to do with just your left hand. But also
Ow.
that's... Yeah.
you want me to get that for you?
Ah!
Are you okay?
What do you think?
Coghammer,
You wanted me to
how
cut
long-
it off?
Okay, this is a Coghammer. How long can you wait on this one? Because I was gonna sleep and I can heal you to fix it tomorrow. Like, I'm out of spells. Is there like a hard cut-off point, or do I have to
Coghammer, make me a constitution save.
I'm like gonna pass out from blood loss.
Yeah, that's gonna be blood loss coming in soon. Alright, you're alright for now.
Did Sauriv get like my arm out of whatever piece of armor I have?
I don't know,
I'm
did
assuming
he?
you weren't wearing armor. When
No,
you-
I wasn't.
It's got invisible metal armor on.
Yeah, it still had my like pieces of metal on that arm.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to get it off.
Yeah,
did
I
not
will.
think this
I
through,
will
did you?
help you then while looking at you like you're a weirdo.
Yeah, okay. You take the...
I'm just gonna turn to Pandal. Ah! Pick up the arm and throw it away.
Okay, yeah, you
I
sort
thought
of
you
got
were
it.
No,
Detach that.
we're gonna have to look for something else. No.
Good, look,
I'm gonna like. I'm
I'm gonna like go
I'm
over
gonna-
and pick it up again. Listen, Coghammer, I don't know why you're being like this. I can
You're like-
close it now. And
You're
then-
like pointing and waving at him with his own
Yeah, I'm
arm.
like gesturing with your arm.
Pandal, it's just sort of slowly splattering this very
Vault.
desaturated blood all over you.
I'm covered in my own desaturated blood, my dude. I'm alright.
Fair, yeah.
I'm gonna touch the flat of my blade. Is it warm?
Yeah, a little bit, not very.
Yeah, how long?
Okay.
I'm just gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
I was gonna say I'll cast. I have my
Okay,
last spell slot.
yeah, you cast Cure Wounds on yourself. It sort of begins to heal over slightly,
Not by much.
but it doesn't do very much.
I'll cure wounds him with my last spell slot.
Okay,
First.
it does a little better, but still not really that much.
Okay, how pressing is this issue, Coghammer?
I don't know much about like medicine and stuff, but I know that fire helps with wounds.
I would
just-
like Coghammer's
just
hand on
saying-
Sariv's shoulder. I'm like, that's a good idea.
Just
Oh,
as
give
just
me
like,
my arm, give me
looking
my
at
arm.
sword.
No, it's I found it.
No!
You said you were throwing it away. Finders keepers, Coghammer. I'll give it to you in the morning when I can reattach it properly.
No!
What? Why? Are you scared of it? I'm like waving in his face as he's still bleeding out.
Yeah.
You scared of it? Like,
I'm gonna lightning lure my arm.
oh my god.
Okay. Roll me a con save to concentrate on casting a spell through the pain of just having lost your arm. Never mind, continue.
On the dude, back pain when you're that fucking 400 years old is pretty much about losing your arm. He's used to it.
He ages backwards at double speed, though.
His arm is going to be older than the rest of his body when it's reattached. I would like to remind everyone of this
Yeah. Okay.
for like a couple of minutes.
So,
I guess
yeah, go ahead and roll,
it's just a
But-
hit, isn't it? Against your unarmored AC of your arm, which I assume is.
An arm.
Well, it's
Yeah,
on-
this
uh,
is straight.
Do I
oh,
have to,
well,
like,
it's-
save to not let go of it.
well,
like,
yeah,
ripping
it,
it and
it
pulling it
fails, so yeah, I'd say roll a strength save, but against his spell save, DC.
Hey, it's my arm, bitch.
Yeah. You manage to keep hold of it as this lightning just, like, whip appears and tries to, like, wrap around it and pull him.
How are you using a whip? You're missing your arm.
Ah!
That's pretty impressive, to be honest.
Coghammer, why are you being? I will
What do
like
you mean?
caress the stump with the hand of the arm. Look, you said that I'm gonna wake up soon. And this is gonna be all
Just-
better.
Just get rid of it. Get rid of it.
Sure, I'm gonna stuff it in my bag.
Oh my god.
My God.
Throw it in the
Yeah,
bag.
you stuff it in the bag.
Weird about
You're gonna
Do you
find
ha-
that
Do you happen to
in
have
20 sessions and just be like, why do you have a dwarf's arm in here?
I don't think it's Coghammer's arm, to be fair.
Do you happen to have any books or anything like that in your that might be damaged by being covered in blood in your bag?
No, it's all pretty hardy shit.
Good, because everything in the bag is currently covered in blood now.
Oh my God, we're just gonna like,
fine.
okay, that would be 500 gold, just, here's some blood-covered money.
Here's some red blood gold.
Oh, no, that doesn't end well. We've seen that come
Fuck off with that gold, Yargon.
Just
You're welcome.
gonna give himself another heal.
Yep.
through. He's all bleeding out.
Sort of like hurts, doesn't help much. You're like, yeah, you're still losing an arm. Roll me another con save.
Why are we like this?
16. Alright, you're okay for now.
You wanted me to cut off the arm.
Pandal. The arm needs to be gone, fucking gone, destroyed.
What? Coghammer, you're being so weird about this dream. What the fuck? I'm so sleepy.
I'm gonna just
Not a
pinch him.
dream.
I'm just gonna pinch Pandal.
How? Don't do that! I'm trying to go to
gently.
sleep over here.
Stop complaining.
It's not a dream.
Sauriv, that hurts. Why would you hurt someone that badly?
20 strength pinch.
That's pretty painful.
Nice.
How much damage do I have? 18 hit points. Does make
Let's say you take 1
Iris
point
in
of
the
damage. Iris is not in the tent.
Okay. Are there any eyes in the tent?
There do not appear to be currently.
Are there any ears in the tent? Because they have fucking heard this scream.
There are, what, 6, I believe? But you are wearing all of them.
Not for long.
Actually,
God!
which arm did I cut off? Was it
His
my
My
right arm.
right arm?
His
My main arm.
dominant arm.
God, he's trying to confuse his fucking New World character in Coghammer. It makes sense. Makes sense.
Oh my god. This, by the way, is canon as to how that character lost their arm. This is exactly it. In a tent in a city surrounded by robots with a fucking giant lizard man and a bad idea. Yeah, that's it.
Hey, it's a great idea. Don't knock it.
No, it's a great soul, not a great idea.
It's gonna go how you think it's gonna go, Coghammer.
I don't know, but I'm interested to see how it does go, honestly.
Same, honestly.
So, yeah, you're,
Between your two
bleed...
characters, you can get a full pelvis.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Ah.
what are we talking about?
It's okay. I miss normal legs.
That's...
Oh, Pandal, I have the best idea.
Oh, like cut off my arm? No, thank you.
No, I need your bag of holding.
Sure. I'm gonna hold
What?
out my bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bring out the keg.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Genius. God, you're so smart. Blood-covered cake.
Yep.
Iris, help.
She's not there.
I know. Help.
I'm just gonna say, right, open up. Come on.
What? What?
And I'm gonna try and pour some of the whiskey strength beer
Oh
to
no.
Coghammer's mouth.
Oh no, is this the shit from Garazeth?
This is
This is
Lucky
the
Brew.
keg
Yeah,
of
this is the
Lucky
Lucky Brew from
From
Garazeth.
Garazeth. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. Coghammer, are you resisting this? As he tries to force feed you alcohol?
Does he
I
get
mean,
disadvantage because
probably.
he's only got one arm?
Yeah, he does. So go ahead and make an opposed athletics. You have disadvantage for one arm, as you can't bat them away.
Don't worry, I have disadvantage too.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, the tired lizard folk manages to grab the one-armed dwarf and start pouring whiskey-strength beer from a different plane down his throat in the middle of the night. Sure.
Normal.
Okay.
Sounds like any normal D&D game.
Pretty much. So, Coghammer. That's
Good for the soul.
some strong beer. Go ahead and roll me a con save because you're dying of blood loss currently.
Just for the blood loss? Okay.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say he has advantage against poison. Yeah, I literally don't have any more spell slots. I cannot help you.
60. Alright, you're still alright for the moment, but it's getting close. Now go ahead and roll me, this time with advantage, against the alcohol as Sauriv pours it down your throat.
Hey.
That's not bad.
27. Okay, you resist the urge to get drunk because you've lost your arm. And remain being a dwarf of unhappiness. Of grumpy one-armed dwarf. Continue.
What the?
Go on, little boat.
No!
Oh, come on.
Before,
I
feel
come in
like I might have
peace.
had
I
this
am
one before.
unarmed.
Oh, God. Stop. Yeah?
Oh, you don't want any more?
Iris.
I'm not Iris, I'm Pandal.
No, I didn't.
Gonna take a cheeky wee sip myself and then put it down.
Just gonna put my shoulder on Pandal.
At this point,
Get rid of it.
an eye makes its way in through one of the tent flaps,
Help.
sort of looks around, sees you, Coghammer, and then kind of just stares at you.
So that's what the inside of Dwarf looks like, it's partly human and partly cauterized.
Yeah.
Opens a notebook.
Right, you want to
it's
go
like
see Iris, do you? Okay, I shall take you. I'm going to put the keg down, I'm going to pick up the one-armed dwarf, and I'm going to start looking for
Try
Iris.
and put the
Okay,
bag of holding.
the eye that's there sort of like boops you on the nose, Sauriv, and then
hello.
yeah, it like does about like a wee aileron roll because we have a pilot, and then it goes to follow,
Shut up.
not to follow, to lead you out of the tent.
Is missing all of this, isn't he?
Yeah, you're just gonna come back and Coghammer's gonna have a different arm, or one arm, or
So you
I
make an
mean-
assumption he's gonna get another.
yeah,
It's not only Mathias that's missing all of this.
yeah.
I'm just gonna like pass out in the tent. I just think this is all a dream.
Okay,
Um,
yeah. So Sauriv, the eye leads you out towards one of the other tents. Yeah, it's like one of the nearby ones, and you see She of 1,000 Eyes sort of lying, completely naked, just in the center of the tent, with like a blanket over her, which she has thrown off in her haste as she's like standing up, and she's like halfway through getting dressed, like horridly.
I'm going to shield Coghammer's eyes.
Help.
Ah,
And I'm just going to say,
what the hell happened? What?
I cut off his arm.
What? What did you do that for?
He told me to.
Why did you do that?
What?
He's smart, he knew what he was doing.
Why have you...
Thanks, but what?
Coghammer? What's going on?
Oh, he's bleeding a little, you want me to like keep him outside? Cause...
Yeah, he's making a mess.
Okay, I'm going to go outside.
Okay. She comes out like a moment later, like...
did it in her tent! Why are you now concerned?
Yeah, you guys are like the worst. I think this has been established by now.
I was almost sick from coughing there.
Oh my god.
Oh, what am I gonna do with you people? Okay,
Okay, I need to go for,
Another arm, hopefully.
so
I need to go for a shiver.
right,
And
sure.
I'll be back in like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, okay, one sec. So as
Process what just fucking happened.
as you step out,
I don't know.
a moment or so later, she steps out of the tent, tying like a very basic robe around the waist, maybe wearing underwear, in a bit of a haste.
Why did you add the maybe?
Because you don't know, because you can't see. But she does look as though she's kind of, sort of, you know, bit of a hurry at the moment. And, yeah, with that, we're going to go for a break.
Geniuses.
Right.
Hey, this
Fucking
is
hell.
all on your